All right, welcome to the podcast.
It's podcast day.
That's Chris.
Podcast way.
That's Miles.
I'm nasally, sorry.
He's nasally.
My eyes hurt.
I'm sticking.
Relatable.
Wait, that's your line.
My everything hurts. What have you been playing, Chris? Let's get right into the news.
Welcome to me.
That's what I said.
Yeah. What have I been playing?
Did you write it down?
I did.
That's smart.
Because I
Good fish.
I don't remember. Thank you.
Sorry.
Nice.
I'm going to clear my nostrils the whole time.
That's okay.
I finished SteamWorld Quest.
Okay.
That little card game with the robots.
Lasted too long.
It was a little short.
Other way.
Which I thought I was going to be like super into and okay with, because it's like, yeah, a little RPG bite size that I can actually finish, but I actually
should have had an end game of sorts.
Yeah, I ended up really liking it. It's like, man, I want more. There was no New Game Plus or anything like that, so I kind of just hit the end and was like, I guess I could start this over on a harder difficulty, but there were some fights that were bullshit enough anyway with status effects that it's like, this character's been inflicted with can't heal. Like,
That's not a status effect.
Yes, I can't remember. I don't know what they call it in the game, but it's like, nope, that character cannot receive healing now because they've been inflicted with a thing. It's like, well, that sucks.
Nice.
They're almost dead. What do I do?
Let them die.
Yeah.
Get a new one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finished that. It was. I did really like it, but I just wish there was more. We tried that Fade to Silence game.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I actually forgot about that.
So the night before it came out, this clown is like, yo, Fade to Silence hits 1.0 tomorrow, coming out of early access. Definitely hitting 1.0 and not an early access game anymore as of tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's finished. Complete. An actual tangible...
In terms of numbers, I didn't lie. In terms of the state of the game, I am a very big liar.
So it actually ran better than I was expecting.
Because it did run.
It did run. It had no VSync options, which
Nope.
I know you don't care about, but I was like, what? This is Year of Our Lord 2019. Why doesn't it have...
How has Randy Pitchford not put VSync options into Fade to Silence?
Right? But, so that game, you had like no problems playing it. It crashed, twice for me? And I fell through the world.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And when I fell through
1.0. Complete game.
What was it that...
So if it all didn't happen within an hour,
it
would be okay. If that was over 20 hours of gameplay...
Yeah, sure. But yeah, it was within enough time to actually seek my refund.
Yes.
Which I did.
Yeah.
But it was funny how it happened where... Yeah, we were approaching a shelter because it was getting cold. We were going to start a fire. I'm like, yeah, I'll start this fire or whatever. And I was like, oh, I fell through the map. And you were like, huh. And I was like, refund? And you were like, refund?
Oh, jeez.
That adventure was good while it lasted.
One of those.
It'll be a repurchase when it's a 1.5.
Yeah. Well, also the co-op in it felt completely like an afterthought.
One of us will have to get enough characters that you have some choice as the other co-op person.
So that's the thing. You can't just join someone's game and be a dude and go on adventures together. The person has to have progressed enough to get an AI survivor in their village, which you're building up over time. And then the person who joins you plays as that character, or if you have multiple of them, one of the characters. So you don't actually get to have your own character progression and all that stuff. It's just like, yeah, you can just inhabit this idiot.
Interesting.
Inhabit this person. You don't play as them, you inhabit them.
Mm-hmm. You encompass their entire being. You immerse yourself in their girth.
That's stupid. So that was a game.
So that happened. And immediately after that, we took to some Space Hulk Deathwing.
That was an adventure.
Because it was on sale finally, so I picked it up.
I also bought it.
You already had it from ages ago.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we bought it on sale, didn't we?
I forgot. So I was like, Chris, let's buy it.
It actually ran okay for me. Like, I was getting dips down to 55 sometimes, and you were talking like 40, but...
apparently it doesn't scale well with resolution.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it was fine.
The other game was really fun. You're just stomping around with these big old booty boys.
Found a class system that worked.
Kind of.
Because you healed me, and I made us invincible, and there was no other way with two people. It's not possible. Because we tried it before, and we got shit stomped in the second corridor. Yeah. It's like, this isn't possible.
Yeah.
Now you need to have a librarian and a medic.
And it wasn't all that possible. You weren't the librarian. You were the last guy, I thought.
Librarian.
I don't remember what it was called, but I don't think it was librarian.
You look like a reedy guy.
Didn't you have the skull... Weren't you the skull face guy?
Yeah. Is that a librarian?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm whatever the skull face guy
But even so, we were able to stay alive. But
well, you stayed alive.
Eventually, yeah.
I did get fucked by the biggest Tyranid.
Well, that's the thing, though. So I played a little bit of the tutorial in like the first single player mission, and it was that same level we played.
Okay.
And everything was way easier. It was just like one or two shotting everything. With the two of us playing,
it had as if you had 4 people worth of health,
and maybe 3 times as much health as that even.
I wonder,
it was a lot.
I wonder if that's just how it scales then. Just
like
as soon as you go above one person, like it just becomes impossible.
Yeah.
Because we were killing standard basic bitch enemies, no problem. But then these boss guys showed up, and it's like, hey, do you want to shoot this guy for a solid 10 minutes?
Oh yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah.
But it was good.
The
game's immersive.
Cool.
Heal me, brother!
What's the... Yeah, spamming the heal me thing. As the medic, you were spamming the heal me thing.
Well, that's cool. Then maybe the 3 of us can jump in and give it a try. See if the third person actually makes that much of a difference.
Yeah, I bet it will. Yeah. Especially if the third person is DPS of sorts.
Yeah.
Just rolling around with the chain gun.
Yeah.
Although, my gun...
Warthog.
My gun that I was rolling was pretty dope. It was like...
My gun was not.
Mine was the explosive bolter, or whatever it was called.
I had a baby bolter. And it did nothing.
Yeah, mine when there were like crowds of dudes coming, I was just shooting at the floor and it was fire everywhere.
He had grenades, I had feathers.
Tiku tiku.
That's what it was. But it was amazing, because every time something would jump out, I'd be like, invincible. And then it would be on cooldown and something bigger would jump out.
And then you couldn't see anything because fire.
Yeah. But it ran fine.
Yeah.
It didn't run as bad as when we were playing it. Like, it was sub 20.
Did you guys play the original or the enhanced edition?
The enhanced. I'm pretty sure we played the enhanced.
We played the original when it like came out, and that was like single digits. Then we played the enhanced.
This hardware? Like these PCs
No,
here?
it wasn't this computer.
I was using this computer, though.
Okay.
We tried it on your computer.
Oh, well, yeah, no shit.
Well, but I mean, like, it
ran as good as some PS4 games do.
That game's on PS4.
Like it seemed like it was good for like 5 steps, and all of a sudden it started going. Yeah. Like, oh no, I can't do it.
Layers of fear. Just get PTSD.
Just not good. Not acceptable.
So the other thing I've been playing is I finally, I guess technically, got over my boycott of 11-bit studios and bought Frostpunk. Those are the guys.
Wait, why didn't you like 11-bit studios?
Stupid.
Oh, the controller support
for that they
I didn't know that was the same team. I forgot.
Yeah.
That they promised and fucked you with.
Well, they never did it, and whatever. It's a stupid thing to hold a grudge over now because I
understand why he's angry.
I wouldn't want controller support at this point anyway.
You'd be upset about.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd play it with a mouse and keyboard now anyway.
But still, fuck them.
But still, because of at the time, and they said it was coming, and then it didn't.
You would still leave a negative review on that game.
And then they put out a console version of the game with controller support and never updated the PC version with controller support. And it's like, oh, just play the console version of the game. But it ran like shit there, so what am I supposed to do?
So don't play it. Yeah.
Anyway, all that aside, they actually made a really good game. I guess that's why I was upset in the first place, because Anomaly was really good.
Yeah.
Frostpunk, though.
Really good.
Really cool game. You ever play that, Miles, or see it?
I don't think so, no.
It's Communist Ice World.
Did you ever watch the movie Snowpiercer?
Of course, yes.
So it's that, minus the train, but it's like Frost World.
Minus train plus snow.
More snow.
So you are an enclave of survivors that left London and headed north to like establish a new base of operations. And you're all gathered around this like big engine.
Communist engine.
Does it speak Russian too?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
That's the future.
But yeah, at first you're just kind of you're trying to redirect people to like gather these crates of wood and metal and coal and get the engine started and build some rudimentary tents, and people are starting to get sick because it's cold. It's like, okay, set up a medical hut, and okay, now establish like a tech wing so you can research the next step and get some hunters going so you can get more food, and now you're going to set up, now that you're running out of these like pre-established resources, like you're going to set up a coal mining operation, and you're going to be digging into like frozen wads of trees and like thawing them and hacking them into bits to build more structures, and you're always trying to fight against the cold effectively. Like you're building generators that produce heat during workplaces so that you can keep them warm, and then there's civil unrest and you got to enact new laws and force the children into labor and shit like that.
Literally.
Yeah. There's all these different choices where it's like, okay, you can do the feel-good, happy thing that's going to make your people like you more, but you're not going to get as much actual utilitarian progress out of it.
Choice.
Although sometimes it comes back around to help you. So I didn't choose to put the kids into labor. I chose to put them into, like, daycare. Like, oh, you have to build a new building for that.
You're the worst dictator ever.
Well, the thing is, though...
Gotta dictate better.
The thing is, though, what that led to was another option where I could then educate the kids on how to assist my doctors. So my healing was way better after that. So now people are getting sick and getting right out of the infirmary, like, super fast because they're getting healed.
But were you gathering resources as fast?
Not as fast as I
did
could.
It wrong.
Yeah, I'm all about enslaving.
Just throw human suffering at the problem until it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People die, you get new people.
So I will say, I got to a point in the game where my scouts got to what was supposed to be another settlement, like a big one that we were going to establish connection with and share resources with. When they got there, everybody was dead. So word got back to my town and everyone was like, fuck, we're going to die too. We should go back to London because that was great there. And I'm getting all these dissidents in my people. And it gave me a choice. It's like, okay, you can you're going to get 2 new law books you can choose from now.
Execute them.
You can have, like, faith and harmony or whatever. Like, you can start up, like, religion and shit. Or you can have, like, the long dick of the law cracked down. So that's what I win. I'm setting up guard posts and shit. People are spray painting like anti-me propaganda, and I'm sending my guys to like clean it off and beat the shit out of them. Although the thing is, like, I'm trying to be a ruthless dictator at this point, but my people love me. So it's like I send my guys to like beat up the dissidents in the streets, and like my civilians are coming to them with soup and teddy bears. They're like, you're doing the Lord's work, pretty much.
Thank you for beating my children for me.
They had it coming. I've been trying to whip them into shape, but I don't know.
This is because they went to the damn daycares.
But yeah, it's a game that the more I learn about it, so I've already restarted it once, just because like with what I knew on how to play better, it's like, okay, I'll be on a better footing this time through. I think I want to do that again, even though I'm like 20 days into the game, but
it's a lot of playtime.
Of its own time, you dingus.
Still a lot of playtime.
Does it is there any sort of like military need in the game, or is it just strictly on resources?
Yeah, resources.
That's the reason I didn't put a ton of time into it, because there's no like conflict with other...
Yeah, I just wondered like if there were like outsiders that tried to raid your city or something like that.
It's sheer survival stuff, which is why I wasn't sure I would like it, but because like you know as well as I do, probably both of you, that as soon as a game shows that it has like a hunger and thirst meter, it's not an immediate out, but I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that there, Jimby. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm actually really enjoying the back and forth teeter-totter on it. And it's
not throwing a million other things on top of managing that in a poor way.
Well, yeah, if there was combat on top of all this shit, I'd probably be like, nope, this is too much, I can't manage it. Plus, you can pause time at any point as well and be like, okay, what am I doing here?
Who needs to die?
You can also fast forward as well, thank God, because at nighttime, not much.
They're just sleeping.
Yeah.
Except for the kids who are working.
Well, so that's the thing, too. Like, there's so many options with this. Like, there doesn't have to be downtime at night. You can, like, enact a law. It's like, nope, 24-hour shifts. You're working. Until they die.
That's the only law you need. That's perfect.
How fast does the game pump out like new people though?
Oh well, they don't birth because all of this is taking place over the course of like a month. Oh. But you are sending out your scouts and you're finding like pockets of survivors and bringing them to your base.
And convincing them that this is definitely a good place to be as someone shotguns a kid in the street.
They walk through the gate. Bang! What was that? Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
They're back.
The kid behind a corner.
Don't worry about it. He sucked.
No one liked him.
Yeah.
My baby!
But there are also there are other scenarios in the game too, apparently. Like different layouts of city that you're constructing in.
More rock, less snow.
Yeah, or like I'm sure there's going to be different conditions.
That's just all it says. It's just more snow.
I'm sure there can be like different conditions and stuff like that to be working into. Like, yeah, it's just gonna be like super cold all the time.
Oh yeah, that.
What about just like random tsunami? Just for no reason?
Sure.
A snow tsunami.
Yeah, absolutely.
The snow melted.
Canada, fuckers.
With the more snow, right?
Tsunami.
It's just snow with a plus.
Is that the new film from the creators of Sharknado? Snownomi.
Snownomi. Yeah. And there's sharks in it.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, naturally.
Have you guys ever seen that? It was like mountain shark or something.
No, that sounds dumb.
Like it's like really stupid, right? It's like a frost shark, and it like swims through the snow.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was a shark with like goat hoofs.
No.
No just legs, just hoofs.
And like it's just like it's so poorly done, right? Yeah, like it just kind of like comes up out of the ground. And all of a sudden, a guy doesn't have a leg, and you're like, wait, how did that happen?
It's like a street shark.
I'll take it. Yeah,
basically.
Too violent.
Basically,
that's dumb.
But I haven't been playing much more Frostpunk lately because against my better judgment, I picked up Days Gone. And I'm actually really liking it, although there's some shit about it.
It's a bad game.
Hit me.
It has probably...
One more
I showed up to EB, and I saw this, and I went, no. I was like,
You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. It's got the worst gunplay I think I've ever experienced in a game, including the Nintendo 64.
That's not possible.
It's awful. It has probably one of the biggest dead zones on its joystick and latency on it too. You'll let off of the aim and your guy drifts for another like half a second still. It's ridiculous. It feels terrible. It feels terrible. The only way I'm able to manage it at all is because I was able to turn on snap aim. That's what I did when I was playing Tomb Raider too, because that felt bad too. Yeah. So it just kind of snaps to guys. I also turn the stickiness on so it like follows them a little bit, and I've been investing in like almost exclusively bullet time, so I can just slow-mo, like clumsily line up my shots. So it's been manageable. Otherwise, it is just like a basic bitch open world, collect stuff, craft stuff, kill zombies, stealth guys, kill guys, do missions kind of thing. But I don't know, I'm liking it for what it is. I like those kinds of games, like a Far Cry or Assassin's Creed type thing.
It's boring and generic.
Yeah.
It doesn't have co-op.
But,
yeah, exactly.
But can I play with a mouse and keyboard?
Nope.
Oh, well.
It's capped at 30 FPS, even on PS4 Pro. And in encounters, it maintains it. Like on foot, you're killing everything. When you're motorbiking around, though, it chunks up.
Unreal Engine 4 is
Unreal
not meant
Engine
to
4.
Stream big open worlds.
Yet, Fortnite! Yay! I will say it's a gorgeous game, like visually, really stunning. And the performance
not necessarily up to par with like other PS4.
No, because it's Unreal. It's not
visuals.
in-house tech.
Yeah.
It looks like as good as Red Dead, for instance. Actually, has a very similar look to it as Red Dead 2.
Red Dead has better like post-processing.
Probably.
Red Dead feels worse.
No.
I'd say Days Gone feels worse.
Red Dead feels awful, gameplay-wise, but Days Gone is worse.
Red Dead will play itself for you when you start tapping L2.
But I'm just liking the progression of the skills and crafting and stuff. Like, so because the aiming is so bad, I've been focusing also a lot on melee combat. So I now have a crafting recipe where I can attach saw blades to stuff, so I can make battle axes out of anything.
Gun.
Huh?
Like your gun.
Not my gun.
The bayonet. Saw blade.
Unfortunately, no. But it's taking like only 2 or 3 swings to kill pretty much anything at this point, which sucks for big hordes of enemies, but I have a bitchin' machine.
You don't meant to really fight the hordes of enemies, though, right?
Not in the early game, but apparently, eventually that becomes a thing where it's like, no, you're going to go and clear those things out.
Oh, wow.
But
See, the game could be fun then.
If
the aiming wasn't so shitty.
Yeah, which I feel like they're going to fix, because they've already put out like 7 patches for the game, so they're working on it.
I don't think they can fix them like that. I don't think they can fix something that they don't know is broken. I think they think it's fine. Remember Uncharted on the Vita?
That's just because... No, on the Vita, that was because the Vita joysticks sucked.
Sure, we could blame that. I think it's because
the Vita joysticks
they were
terrible.
bad. They're worse than the Switches.
Yeah.
Which is
Switches
dog
great.
shit. But
yeah,
that's something else.
But yeah, if the tech level I'm currently at is anything to go by, those hordes aren't going to be a problem whenever I start having to deal with them, because I already have a machine gun that like just shreds everything. Even with shitty aim, I kind of just like point myself in a direction and I strafe left and right to kill everything coming at me.
Aim with the left stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice, James Bond style.
There's been games we've had to do that with. Yeah, not since the N64.
So, like, yeah, this game's...
Don't aim, just walk by.
This game is awful in many... Or in a few key ways. Not in many ways, but in a few key ways. And it's mediocre in many others. But it ticks off the kinds of boxes that I do like for these kinds of open worldy type games.
Imagine.
If it was way better.
If it was co-op.
If it was co-op
and your
on
friend
PC.
Was a motorcycle.
And it was on PC.
Oh my god, yes.
And it was on PC.
Yeah. Wait, can this motorcycle have machine guns too?
Yes. And
saw blades.
Yeah. Oh, so it'd be like Rage if it had co-op.
Oh my god, I'm
Fucking
still upset about that.
Speaking of the motorcycles, I do really like the motorcycle in the game, especially when it comes to alerting enemies and stuff, and even just conserving fuel, which fuel is a concern in the game.
Ooh, losing me.
It is really cool how it works, where it's just like, yeah, obviously if you're gunning it all the time, you're going to be burning through fuel, but it's like if you're on an incline, you can let off the gas and coast, and that doesn't affect your fuel. Also, if you turn off your headlamp and do that, you can coast by enemies without alerting them for the most part, too.
Is it a crazy, like, I have all of this gas, and it lasts 2 minutes of game time?
Your early bike doesn't last very long. The thing is, though, I've never run out of gas because it's everywhere.
Okay.
And there's like free fill-up stations all over the place, and
that's part of the gameplay loop. Is you get off, go into something, find something. Oh, a whole story thing happens, and
it's like, oh, as I'm leaving, it's like, oh, there's a gas can here. Okay.
Yeah.
All gas cans.
You gotta beat them off.
All gas cans have infinite fuel in them.
So that doesn't make sense.
Listen, I've used a Gary
That's the best
can.
apocalypse ever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I almost said Gary
I
can.
used a Gary can.
No, so my dad called a Jerry can a Gary can once, and we've never let him...
That's great.
Like, they never let up, so...
It's a Jimmy bucket.
I've used a Jerry can before. They have a limit.
Yeah. Even just paying for gas at the various camps, you get so many credits with them.
Someone can sell infinite gas if they never run out.
Yeah, exactly.
Life hack.
But every zombo you kill, if you walk over their corpse, you collect their ear.
For gas.
And you trade those in at outposts for bounty credits or whatever.
Those?
Well, just as proof that you're killing zombies around them.
Who fucking... Okay.
They're like, you're making it safer.
Just some guy.
Yeah.
Here's some credits for a camp.
Closet or something, or his refrigerator.
Yeah, I can always...
zombie ears.
Fermented zombie ears.
I can always afford whenever I'm at a camp. So
you have to stop and pick up the ears, or do they like
no, they automatically.
Cool.
Yeah, you just walk over them.
I like the idea that you kill a horde of zombies and just all the ears...
Okay, they don't do that. You have to walk over their corpse. But
okay.
One other thing that is really not great in the game is the main character, like his performance. He's the actor who was the Star Wars Force Unleashed guy.
Star Killer.
No way.
And
Star Lord or whatever it was.
He's okay from time to time, but he talks to himself constantly with like the same handful of lines over and over again.
That's good. That's something I'd mute.
Nice. Or when they're unique lines, it just doesn't make sense for something. There had to be someone.
So you're saying I should just mute voice volume?
Sure.
Yeah, is there a voice volume slider?
There is.
Good.
Anytime he's talking with another character, his volume always seems off compared to theirs. Not just like, I guess not the volume, his speaking level. Like, so for instance, you'll be on a motorbike.
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
Well, so you'll be driving somewhere, and like they'll be riding bitch on the back with you, and the person on the back's like, because they're right next to you, they're going like, yeah, I think we should go over there, and he'll be like, yeah, we should! Which, he makes more sense in that case, because they're like on a motorbike or whatever, but then he'll do the same thing, it's like in a camp, and somebody will be like, welcome to the camp, and he'll be like, yeah, good to see you, like just really low under his breath, and also, most of the time, main character boy, he sounds like he's suffering from heartburn or something.
Relatable.
He's like, yeah, I'll take care of it. Mm-hmm.
Isn't he a smoker, though?
No, like...
Aww.
But he's always like, yeah, come do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I needed that. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really weird, though. It's, yeah, just gonna hit the head. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, it's really awkward.
It sounds way better. You're making it sound way better than it probably
is. It actually is, yeah. But yeah, despite all that, I am enjoying it.
So you're saying that I shouldn't buy it then?
You would not make it through the gameplay aspect of it, being as clunky as it is. You wouldn't make it past the intro cutscene.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You wouldn't make it past the intro cutscene.
How long is it?
Well, you can skip it.
Oh.
No,
interested.
Immediately I'd make it past it.
Just you're going to immediately see the performance and you're going to be like...
But wait, can you skip every cutscene?
I think so.
30 is not okay.
This game.
32 FPS, bare minimum.
Now we talk. We're cooking with gas. So that's all I've been playing, and then of course the last thing I've been doing is managing the Rando Pitchfork account.
And it's been hot fire.
It's been hot fire.
I'm sorry, you've got to 600 tweets in an amazing amount of time.
It's been...
3 weeks. No, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks.
Free week.
Free weekend.
Wow, free weekend one.
Got 72 followers.
We talked about you doing it 1 week. Then at the end of one, you did it. And then we didn't see each other last week.
So, we recorded a podcast and talked about doing it. That night, I set it up, and then 2 weeks later, it had been fire. But
600 tweets in about 2.5 weeks?
I'm almost at 700 now.
That's retarded.
Last 2 days in particular, I was cooling off on it for the last few days.
Slow it down a bit. Let it marinate.
But then, yesterday and today I've been shooting shit.
Liddy.
Yeah. The number of people who think I'm the real Randy Pitchford is concerning.
It's really good.
I was saying to you guys earlier, I don't know whether that means I'm like the best parody account or the worst at parodying because all I'm doing is emulating him. Because they think I'm him.
It's that Randy Pitchford is that crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that you can talk about having a volcano base and not paying your employees because you need to fund your volcano base.
That was a real thing I did, and the person didn't clue in!
Like...
How am I supposed to pay for my volcano base?
What?
Chris, people aren't very smart.
No.
Like the one lady that was like, I'm flying down to Gearbox, and you're like, hell yeah, you come meet my best bud Tim Sweeney, or whatever it was. And she was like, oh, I can't wait to meet you guys.
I'm like, no.
It kind of felt a little bad. It's like, read the fucking handle, you dumb cunt. But at the same time, it's kind of like... That one's a little more understandable to fall for, but Volcano Base? You sound like a Bond villain.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to make it painfully obvious in, like, every tweet. I'm definitely not Randy Pitchford, guys. Come on.
But. You definitely are Rando Pitchfork.
I am Rando motherfucking Pitchfork.
And sorcery's better than magic.
It is.
So.
Well, so, magic is the foundation. Sorcery is what, like, gives it that oomph.
Yeah.
So it's like, magic is shampoo, and sorcery is conditioner.
Make that a tweet.
I already did.
Okay, good. That's stupid.
72 followers, baby.
I believe in ghosts.
It's still a pinned tweet.
Good.
What have you been doing, Joe?
I didn't write any of it down.
Oh, fuck.
So I forgot about half of it. I've been playing Final Fantasy.
FNAF Fantasy.
Still playing it right now, actually. I haven't closed it.
Nice. You're padding them game hours.
Is that a cat bouncing around you?
Probably. No, it's my behemoth.
Is it your palico?
It's a pig.
Do you have a palico?
A poogie!
No, I don't, sadly. But I want one. I've been playing Final Fantasy. I've been playing World of Warcraft. Black Ops 3 Zombies. All of it's the same kind of shit. Risk of Rain 2.
We did play a little bit of that.
I keep calling it Heavy Rain 2. It's not. It's Risk of Rain 2.
We should play more of that. That game's fun.
Yeah. I still have to unlock the wizard.
How many lunar coins you got?
I was playing as the engineer the other day, so I didn't stay around to get any lunar coins. So I have gained none since
The engineer's
then.
super fun.
Engineer's amazing. I got to the point where the game was broken.
Yeah.
Like, you progressed too
Yeah,
far.
that's the most powerful class currently, I think, is the engineer.
Fuck, the game plays itself.
Well, because every upgrade you get stacks on your turrets.
You're just times 3.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
So, like, there's an item that's, like, these green mushrooms you can get where it's just like, oh, yeah, the more of these you have, the more you'll heal if you stand still for a while. It'll create, like, a little healy field. And it's like, well, that's dumb. I'm going to be moving and trying to avoid stuff most of the time. Turrets that create healy fields, though, now we're talking.
So you put down turret, stand still, and your bubble shield, and you cannot die.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. You could before, because fire damage on enemies was just that ridiculous.
Oh, the lightning worms still kill me sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
That thing's
yeah.
physical damage and lightning damage is retarded.
Graft?
Yeah, retarded graft. I'm playing that, and... I was playing some of that new Portal game. With the guns.
Is it the new multiplayer one?
Shift split, gate, hashtag
Splitgate.
Splitgate, that's it.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is it what?
It's like Halo with portals. But it doesn't feel as good as Halo or Portal. So it's like 50% of each.
So maybe we should play the Portal 2 co-op campaign and then play the Halo Master Chief Collection when that comes out.
Yeah. At the same time.
Yeah.
To get the full experience.
Akimbo Vidya.
Yeah. That's all I remember this week, though. I don't know what else I've been playing.
It's all been a blur. A Rooster Illusion?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you, Mouse?
Well...
Dokkan
Oh my god.
Holy
Amazing.
shit.
We're gonna do this every week at this point. I don't know.
NHL.
A little bit of NHL 19. Haven't played any Sekiro. I mean to, but I don't.
I've uninstalled it.
Hey?
I've uninstalled it.
I guess I should too, since I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done too.
Yeah, but you got to mod your way through it. I
haven't even beat the game. I got bored. It's not very fun.
I don't know. I was kind of worried that it kind of ends up being like a lot of rinse and repeat, same old shit. Right?
It's boring.
Whereas, like, I don't know. I mean, while every other Souls game is kind of like that too, but at least they can do it with different weapons.
Yeah.
I have the same.
Also, I can make my own character and test them out, which is all I care about in Dark Souls is getting new gear to look cool.
Yep. And also, I can't be a chick. That's honestly like Really, really stupid.
You can identify as
wow,
one.
that's real, like, not 2019 of you.
I know, right?
I don't like white guys.
I hate...
Okay, that's very 2019 of you.
But yeah, no. Nothing special. I don't play a lot.
Uninstall Sekiro.
But I haven't beat it yet.
Neither have I. Uninstall that shit. What's the ending like?
You fight a guy.
That's stupid. Uninstall.
You probably fight another human dude, right?
Yeah.
Does he turn into a monkey?
You fight Genichiro again.
Oh,
Is
the guy
that a
from the
Bleach
starting?
character?
He's the guy from the starting and the middle of the game.
Oh.
And you fight him the third time. And he's really tough. Except he's not that hard if you have infinite.
I'm just get him locked into that axe chain and just go forever.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun playing that game with infinite shit.
I infinitely had more infinite fun with infinite stuff.
Yeah. Although there are still some enemies,
Nice.
like the headless guys. Yeah, they do suck. Oh my god.
Which headless guys? Oh, I flipped on infinite health and just kept mashing R2.
Would infinite health even help with them when they max out your fear meter or whatever and kill you with that effect?
What fear meter? I disable status conditions.
Oh, well, that would do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why they would kill me. It was just like, yeah, they're not doing any damage to me, but it's like just being near
Sucking
them.
you off.
Yeah, sucking me off with the purple goo.
So you just disable it all.
I'm disabled.
I gave myself more and I gave them less. Easy
Communism!
game. Communism.
Disable, press R1. Go.
Yeah. You can't lose. Yeah, if there was more weapons, the way they do the special weapons in the game is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, more weapons,
I don't know.
character customization, more armor.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool to just be a guy that just for no reason wields two katanas
Or a
instead?
girl.
Or a girl.
Or, how much more
horse?
inclusive would
Rather
the
be a
game
horse,
be
yeah.
if it had an easy mode? Be like
Technically.
super
Mine did
inclusive.
have an easy
2019.
mode. Mine had
Like-
an easy mode for me and a harder mode for the AI.
Yeah.
Every time I was close to dying in a boss, I slammed my keyboard for the infinite health button.
Oh, you got your anime second win!
Yeah. Invincible. Like, I would hit my keyboard. Would switch into keyboard controls and have to take
You activated Brie Larson
be
mode.
beating the fuck out of me while I'm just... Sorry. Who's that?
Brie
My shield's
Larson-
broke?
Brie Larson
Yeah,
mode?
boom! Thanos can't headbutt me. We've all seen it, right?
Have you seen it now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Boom.
Dude,
on
should we do do we care to talk about Endgame stuff?
Sure.
It's
enough?
stupid.
You
You loved it.
It's
Shut up.
really good.
It's a really good movie.
is that what's
Second time through, it's stupider. And third time through, it's pretty okay still.
You haven't seen it 3 times, I don't believe you.
I've seen it 4 times now.
I've seen it twice.
Did you go to the theater for both?
Twice. Yeah,
I went to the theater the first both times actually.
Went to the theater for 2, watched it here twice.
So yeah, is this the spoiler corner for Endgame?
Sure.
Thanos kills Brie Larson.
Dumbledore.
Please.
Youngledore.
Youngledore.
Dude, he had Predator and she went, fuck you.
Dude, remember?
Yeah, but
when
then-
he grabbed the stone and Overy punched her into the sky.
Punched her out of the rest of the movie.
Yeah, she was knocked AFK after that.
I was very happy.
She was
She was
given,
fine. She was fine in the movie.
She was given unheal.
Well, I mean...
That's because it was filmed before Brie Larson's.
Yeah,
work.
and also because she was
you
barely
guys
in
were
it.
saying, like,
Yeah.
she hadn't attained her persona yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her femdom persona.
I will say the second time I watched the movie,
It's
the
dumb.
girl power moment near the end made even less sense.
Because all of the guys are not doing anything.
So at first I was like, yeah, like when I watched it the first time I was like, yeah, that was a little weird. Like everyone's in the middle of fighting and then it's like, oh, so you're just saying all the women happen to be at the same place at the same time and they all just kind of stand around in lockstep while the guys just kind of keep hands off. But no, that happened during a moment when nobody was fighting. That was after the bombardment of the battlefield.
There was no army here. Army was here, guys were here, then suddenly...
So, like, everybody's kind of just doing nothing in this moment. They're all just in awe of Captain Marvel showing up and blowing up the ship. Which, whatever, she's powerful. She blew it up. I get it.
She headbutted a ship.
She headbutted the ship with her head that can't be butted back.
Super headbutted the
Yeah.
Mega head.
So not only is it dumb, the idea that she would need any help to get across this battlefield.
Yeah, because they're all jerking
Right?
each other off, and
Okay.
then she just fucking steamrolls through the...
Yeah, it's like... was it Spider-Man who said it? He's like, how are you going to get through all those guys? Did you see what she just did? She just fucking dove head first.
Remember when she destroyed the ship 2 seconds
Remember
ago?
when the ship started shooting at all of you guys because all of her was up there? I don't think you need to worry about her.
She's fine.
And then they're like, no, she's got us. It's like, oh, where'd you all come from? Why are you all here? Why do you need Mantis? What's she gonna do?
She's gonna tickle people.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea that, like, everybody's fighting and stuff, and she's just, like, brain melting somebody in the corner.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Like, whispering, you will die.
Yeah. And then the head just explodes all over the place.
Was Scarlet Witch part of that formation?
Yeah, she grabbed the big
oh, she was. Okay.
snake and
Good.
Yeah. And then Valkyrie was just like, ah! Down the side
that's
of
the thing.
snake.
That moment felt so
unnecessary.
Because so many of those characters are cool regardless and had cool moments and could have had more cool moments.
Not even,
because they're disabled women, they need to have this scene.
Not even just unnecessary, just like out of place, like you're saying. Like, it was just, what happened to the war?
Also,
how are all of you still alive for one?
All the guys are just like, I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm going to let them have their moment. No. Guys, nobody go there.
No men! Also, the only person that fucking had Thanos was Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Which I love!
Yes.
Like,
was
she
so
earned
good.
it! Holy fuck! Like, that moment of, like, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are!
And she starts stripping him.
I mean, she did.
Yeah.
Oh!
You're not wrong.
That's my slash fiction all over the
but I mean, like, I think it's important to pay homage to Thanos himself, because remember when he fought everybody with the Infinity Stones?
Yeah.
We were like, oh my god!
And he's amazing! He's actually scarier without them.
Yeah. Like, he beat the shit out of the 3 best dudes. He just, like, discarded them. Like, get out of my way.
The bester version of the best dudes, because we still had talked about Captain America with the fucking hammer of...
Dude.
And dummy thick Thor.
Okay, well, that was a nerf.
Was it?
I was gonna say. I mean, probably if
that's
Thor,
why they did it. It was
if Thor was,
I was gonna say, if Thor was in shape, he would have killed Thanos.
Well, because he did. Well, remember, at the end of Infinity War, him with his axe.
If he was like
all of the Infinity Stones couldn't stop it.
If he was 5
really hard.
Oh, sure.
if his axe had been 5 inches over, then the next movie wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Thanos.
They pulled a different Thanos.
Thanos would have headbutted.
They did pull a different Thanos out.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I really liked the movie. I will say, I said to you, Joe, that I think Thor and Hulk got done a little rotten in the movie.
I mean, it was kind of cool to see that, like, Banner had control of Hulk finally and stuff, but, like, they didn't really do anything.
Yeah,
like,
he was just a big
I'm
hippie.
the only person that can handle the gauntlet.
I wish there was a moment where Hulk had just grabbed Thanos and was like, "This is for last time." Through him.
Yeah.
Thanos like, I still don't know any of you.
Yeah.
Or like, how cool would it have been if it was like, so Banner's all in control of the Hulk and all that stuff, but then he
loses
sees
control.
Thanos and it's just like PTSD. Oh, and like Hulk comes out
That'd be cool.
fully and
throws Thor at him.
Yeah.
Come here! I liked the team play, like Thor buffing Iron Man.
Yeah, that shit was really cool.
Also, like, my favorite scene with the 2 Iron people spinning, shooting lasers. That was, like, the coolest.
Oh, with Pepper Lady.
Pots.
Yes.
Yeah, there was some epic foreshadowing to that scene.
Yeah.
Where I didn't get
it's gonna be Mother's Day or whatever it was. It's her birthday or something.
And I was like, oh, cool, she's getting her own suit.
Yeah.
Didn't even dawn on
like,
me.
literally shows up with a mask and it's like, oh my god.
It's like,
they actually said that was gonna happen.
Everybody's here! Everybody! That moment when the portals start opening up and the music's going.
Yeah. So I was, like, so close to just being like, oh, of course, because Wakanda Forever walks out. I'm like, oh, so their army's just gonna win? Okay.
No,
and then
everybody.
the rest of them came out, I'm like, okay, I get it now. This is cool.
Even the whole, like, when Cap starts hearing, like, the sand coming through,
Yeah.
it's like, on your left.
And he's like,
The fuck?
doesn't he look right first?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
I
don't know.
Rewatch again.
I don't know. Yeah, no, guys, I really liked it.
I still think
it was good.
It was a really good
So I still think Infinity War is probably my favorite one, just because the pacing of that
That's
movie.
a weird, wrong opinion.
Sure. I don't know. I just really like the pacing of Infinity War. Like, it just never stops.
It never starts.
I mean, you were right, though. Endgame just...
It fixed all my problems with Infinity War.
Well, like, it was just, like... I didn't really feel bored. There was kind of some useless
I
parts.
felt bored in Infinity War.
Like, there...
I didn't, but I get what you mean about Endgame, though, as well. Like, it is a 3-hour movie, but it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Like,
No.
I've watched it twice, and it's like, no, it was great both times. Like, very engaging.
Like I ended up having to piss right at the end as they were doing the funeral.
Yeah. You missed nothing.
I didn't, but I know I didn't miss anything.
You missed Captain Marvel in a pantsuit.
I keep calling it a jumpsuit.
I did see that. No, like I sprinted to the bathroom and I sprinted back.
Also, that one kid that was from Iron Man 3, just standing there, not saying anything.
It's the proposed next Iron Man, I think, is the idea.
Okay.
Well, did you guys stay for the end credit stuff?
Yes.
The ping, ping, ping.
The Russo brothers confirmed that's not foreshadowing anything. That's just a tribute to Tony.
Is it not? Okay.
Yeah. Didn't they also say that Cap would never lift the hammer?
Did they?
I think they lie on purpose.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Well, and then they said in an interview recently, they were like, "Yeah, he could always lift it. Of course. What are you talking about?"
I'm not sure why I didn't see the hammer coming.
Yeah, because it budged.
Yeah.
It budged.
It's...
I remember us talking about that, because we were both like, yeah, he's going to do it eventually. It's just when.
I will say...
And then I forgot about it.
At first, I thought it was kind of bullshit that he could call in the lightning and stuff. I'm like, that's Thor's power. But then I remembered when Odin enchanted the hammer in the first place, he's like, whoever is worthy shall wield the power of Thor.
Right, because Thor is an entity. It's not... like actually
when Lady Thor takes over.
Well, so even if you're not going to go, even if you're not going to go with that, regardless, because of their own rules, it's
wait. Are they giving Valkyrie Lady Thor now?
Well, she's now the king of Asgard. So,
king of Asgard. She's good as Valkyrie. Yeah. I wanted a Lady Thor.
Yeah,
but Thor's not gone. He's still.
No, but
he's Guardian of the Galaxy.
As Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah.
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
He says that in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen it 4 times and I've never heard that.
Yeah.
When did you say that?
At the very end.
It's right at the end. It's when they're doing they're doing the same thing.
The back and forth.
After the big action scene, I kind of
just tune out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the whole funeral sequence started. I'm like, well, that's a good end to the movie, and just stop.
Yeah, the ending drags a little. It just keeps kind of going.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's supposed to be sad.
Yeah, after I say there's no slow parts of the movie, fuck off, whatever.
Yeah. I also like. I mean,
everybody's like, you never see Tony's body; he's still alive somewhere, and I'm like,
okay. He dead.
You know how you know he's dead? Robert Downey Jr.'s contract is up.
Yeah. Randy Pitchford paid more than Disney to have Robert Downey Jr.
His corpse.
Yeah. Because he's actually dead.
Yeah, he
died during the filming of this.
What I was going to say is, almost more than anything else, what I was really impressed with was their version of time travel. I think it actually makes more sense than most other
universe travel.
Well, because that's the thing I was saying to Joe when we were talking about it.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly time travel.
So the way, it's not actual time travel, it's multiverse travel. And that's why you can't go back in time this way and affect some change in the past and come back to your present and have any changes, because you're not traveling to your past. You're traveling to a different, identical universe that either started sooner or after than yours, is the way I'd like to see it. So each one is a destination.
They could do the Spider-Man multiverse thing.
They could. I think they kind of hint at that.
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, they kind of opened up a whole bunch of stuff now.
What's his name again?
Jake Gyllenhaal. Mysterio.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know.
You're from a different galaxy, or a different universe.
I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was pretty cool that the Loke Master's still alive now, right?
In that universe.
Right? So, but that's how it...
That's probably what his show is going to stem
his
from,
show,
right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they did that very well. I didn't see that coming, so that was nice.
It does kind of break the Marvel universe at this point.
Because nothing matters anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're like, well, this character may be dead here, but in this universe...
Unless they have another moment like Endgame, which I don't think they can, I'll never be invested in the Marvel universe anymore.
It's going to be crazy, right? Because, I mean, like, there's turnover now, because Iron Man's out, Captain America's out, Black Widow's out.
Although she's apparently still getting her movie.
Yeah.
So it's a prequel.
It's a prequel.
It has to be.
Well,
it'll be about her
becoming...
Yeah, her becoming Black Widow.
We're going to get her origin movie way later. Man, how the fuck did Captain Marvel get a movie before Black Widow? That's some bullshit.
Because Brie Larson's...
Better, just...
a better...
Further, faster... higher, further, faster!
Bigger, stronger.
Higher, further, faster, that's what it is.
$1 million man.
Hulk.
So I will say, after watching Endgame, I was like, yeah, you know what? I really liked that. I could consider that the end of this, and I'd be fine, like, never watching another one again. And then I saw the new Spider-Man trailer, I'm like, okay, I'll watch that one too.
I've been avoiding the trailers, but like I know that Jake Gyllenhaal is Mysterio and stuff, but
this trailer, so they waited, I guess, a specific amount of time since Endgame because this new trailer is like super Endgame spoilery. It's like, no, this very much follows after Endgame. Like everyone's mourning Tony Stark, especially Spider-Man.
Looks like it's gonna have the same problem every single Marvel movie has had until Thanos, where there's literally no bad guy worth your time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Vulture was cool.
Yeah, the only one that had it was Homecoming, and it's ironic that this fucking Spider-Man movie looks like it has nothing.
I mean, Mysterio could be really cool.
Mysterio has the potential.
Is he a villain?
Yeah.
Oh, Mysterio's the bad guy, dude.
Mysterio's always been a villain.
Always.
His shtick is going to be he's pretending to be a good guy. He's making the things that he's fighting to seem like a hero.
Oh, okay.
That's what Mysterio always did, at least.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a master.
I know nothing about this Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be kind of cool though. We could start rolling off onto our own like Spider-Man universe.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I'd be more inclined to invest time into that than I would him constantly being pulled back into the now boring Avengers universe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
I'm excited to see Thor do his stuff with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm excited to see potentially what Spider-Man's going to do. The rest of them, I don't give a fuck about.
I can't think of anyone else I really care about.
Given the shield to Hawk or Falcon or whatever his name is, I was just like, oh,
he's not a super guy.
So I guess it is consistent with the comics, but they're not good from what I've heard anyway.
Yeah.
So
it should have been given to Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I'd have been way more interested. And Bucky is like a flat, one-faced character, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't like him, but it would make more sense because he is super.
Yeah.
Like he's just.
And then they could do something interesting with his character.
I mean, if they'd come, like I don't dislike Falcon as a character,
no, not at all.
But it's like they should have at least come up with a MacGuffin reason why he's super now.
I have no plus for Falcon. Like he's there and that's fine.
Like
but
what?
I don't care about.
What if
maybe Cap comes back with like a super soldier?
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, here you go.
Here,
man.
take this.
This is a purified one. It will work no matter what. Here you go.
Take 2 of these every morning, and you'll be kicking ass before you know it.
It's like a VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just awkward.
Well, no, like I mean, it was a good movie though.
I really
seriously from start to finish. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate Ant-Man. I think they did it. I dislike him.
I like Paul Rudd.
I like Ant-Man.
I like Paul Rudd. I just don't like Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
And
as far as
Ant-Man
I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
That was good. Like he had some good lines. He's a very good comic relief character.
I don't like comedy.
Because you're dead inside.
Thank you.
He just doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's above me.
Literally.
I like Ant-Man.
He's too short.
I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp was good.
Yeah.
I didn't like the first one, though.
The villain was lame in both of them.
Yeah.
But
it's a Marvel movie. Of course the villain was lame.
Yeah, other than Thanos and Vulture, I guess. And Loki.
But wait, guys.
I don't like Loki.
Guys, Thanos could just come back now.
A different Thanos.
Except this one who's already conquered the universe comes in as just a motherfucker.
Oh, Loki turns into Thanos.
Oh! Damn it, you spoiled
Loki
too.
Loki
Endgame again.
Loki goes in Thanos.
Yeah, what? Excuse me?
Let's say we get into some news, boys.
That's enough about the depressing Marvel universe.
Oh, before we get into news...
Hit me.
Should we go over their latest band, album, and song names?
Sure.
I can't remember where we left off last time.
Neither can I.
Did we have Tactical Skull the last time we spoke? So that's a band name. We also have...
I'm stealing that.
That's really good.
We also have Quantum Flex. We also have Been Deafened.
Okay, wait. So with the Quantum Flex, are they all just dudes in like muscle shirts and like... They're
just muscle shirts. There's nothing else anywhere.
Assless chaps.
Yeah.
Then Bin Deafened is the next one. Not bin as in have been, it's bin as in like Bin Laden.
God
Bin
damn
Deafened. That was your idea.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. And then the last band name was Vibranium Ramrod. Yeah.
I don't know where that one came from.
So for album names, did we already have Simultaneous Dog Shit?
No.
So that's new.
I like that one.
Also, Lady, There's a War.
That one's good.
And then singles. Did we already have Sexual Scud Missile?
No.
Okay, that's new. Then Literal Inches.
Literal engines.
And then VR guns.
Which is on the album Lady There's a War.
Yeah. So that's the progress.
This is some good shit. We need to patent all of these.
Oh, we already have by putting them to tape.
Tape.
Yep, tape. They're legally ours.
They're literally taped on my wall. We printed it out.
Or to ceiling.
And oh yeah.
No, it's just an up wall.
Yeah, that's the ceiling.
Dummy.
Oh shit.
That's the side ceiling.
Side stepping.
Hot.
All right.
News. Ba ba ba. I am enthused.
Ejaculation.
Man-jaculation.
First news.
No. Well, all right.
First news. Epic buys Psyonix.
Who's Epic?
Epic buys Psyonix.
Why?
The Rocket League guys.
Because
Why?
money.
Because
they
money.
have it and they're gonna get it.
And The Verge reports that they have plans to pull the game from Steam after its Epic launch later this year. Of course, Epic turns around and says they have no announced plans to pull the game from Steam, but you know what that all means. If it wasn't going to happen, they'd say, no, that's not going to happen. No,
We're going to make a roadmap about it.
Yeah. If they weren't going to do it, they'd say, no, we're not going to do it. Not, we have no announced plans. No announced plans.
We will announce plans later, but they're not announced yet.
We haven't announced that yet. But look forward to it.
Pre-order now.
For the new 10
For your game
bonus
to be
map.
canceled from Steam.
So another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
Like, this is just spiteful at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even upcoming games that they're taking. It's like, no, we're going to rip existing games off of Steam. Fuck you.
Tim Spookity's kind of a fuckboy.
Kind of a fuckboy.
A rich fuckboy.
Out of
Because he
10.
can afford to buy Psyonix.
Speaking of...
Who only has made one good game, so good luck with that.
Bionicles?
Psyonicles? That's sci-fi Bionicles. My fucking thing.
I mean,
isn't
aren't
there.
they already sci-fi though?
Not sci-fi enough.
It's pretty sci-fi. Speaking of Best Bud
Yeah.
at Tim Sweeney Epic,
me
the
up.
other side of that coin.
Download me.
So, during a Borderlands 3 gameplay show-off event thingy...
That was the cringiest thing I've seen in a long time.
I didn't-
Randy Pitchford was on stage on coke. Like, he was redded the fuck up. He was sweating.
Yeah.
Like, I know those stage lights are hot, but the other guy was fine. Randy Pitchford looks more fit.
Say his actual name, Captain Substance Abuse.
Captain Substance Abuse was abusing substance.
And the audience.
And the audience.
Being in the same room with him is sexual assault.
Yeah. I wish I could be in the same room as Randy Pitchford.
Anyway,
Yeah.
during his gameplay demo, he got upstage and was like, guys, we're not going to be like those other dudes. No microtransactions. None of that stuff.
Now, after that,
Game Informer was like, well, so it turns out you are going to be able to, for small amounts of money, varying prices, purchase different cosmetic things for your characters in the game. So, like, a microtransaction. And Randy Pitchford doesn't turn around and go like, yeah, you're right. Well, what I meant was, like, nothing gameplay altering, but yeah, no, cosmetic stuff, totally, my bad, wrong verbiage.
Well, Captain Pitchford.
What he did is he took to Twitter and was like, I can't believe you'd fuck me on this!
Literally.
He said that.
Those are his words.
And he has gone on multi-page tirades about Game Informer, about microtransactions. Like, they're not microtransactions! Get it right! Oh my god!
They are small purchases.
They're small purchasables! That's my Randy Pitchford. That's the hashtag I started. Small purchasables, not microtransactions. The thing is, it's not even fake! Like,
This is real.
he's so angry about it!
This man, that's because he ran out of coke. And had to go to Twitter, like, oh my god. I'm imagining him on his phone just like, oh, blinking. Like,
I didn't think of that! Fuck you! So that happened.
he's so angry.
Also in Randy Pitchford news, former Gearbox president David Eddings, the original voice of Claptrap...
Wait, he was former president?
Vice president. Did I say that?
Vice president.
Yeah, did I say that? Vice president. Former Gearbox vice president.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he used to be the voice of Claptrap And when he did that role, he didn't take any additional like payment to do that. He was like,
taking his payment as vice president and doing the role.
And doing the role, like, just as, like, a passion thing or whatever. Anyway, he had a falling out with Randy, like, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And so he's not going to be returning to the game, even though I guess there were talks about it. It totally fell through. Apparently over a pay dispute and or the ongoing animosity between him and Randy Pitchford. Randy calls him bitter and disgruntled on Twitter and claims he was offered double the standard voice acting rate. There
is no standard voice acting rate.
Yeah.
That's a problem with the industry.
Wrong.
So you
it's
could
a cool 100 mil.
You could believe Randy Pitchford,
or you could assume he's lying like everything else he does.
So the other guy,
it's an illusion.
Yeah, David Eddings was like, yeah, no, it's like I was offered nothing, like peanuts, like he wouldn't budge on it pretty much at all. It was pretty much
just
fuck
any
you.
peanuts, like plain peanuts.
He also claims that now suddenly to have his Me Too moment that he was assaulted by Pitchford in 2017 at some hotel.
I don't know if that's to believe or not, but I do believe that Randy Pitchford isn't paying him enough because he has to fund his volcano base. And the best thing that Mr. Edding said recently is that in private or like among his team, Randy Pitchford refers to like everyone outside of their group as, I shit you not, I didn't actually make this up, as muggles. Non-magic folk.
Like, I've been calling people muggles as Rando Pitchfork as a meme.
Yeah, and then
Randy actually does it! Am I just writing his history at this point? Like,
Maybe he saw that. Maybe he saw that you put that and he was like, that's what we're going to refer to people now as. Muggles.
Or maybe David Edding saw it and it's like, see?
That's the real Rando Pitchfork.
No, I'm not, you can't convince me that I'm not just retconning Randy's life at this point.
Yeah, you're telling the real story.
Eddings also claims that Randy... so we've heard about this before, so this is the guy who said it, but he's reaffirming this, that he siphoned $12 million in royalties meant for the dev team.
You telling me Randy Pitchford's siphoning money?
What? Also, apparently, the Gearbox culture is that, like, the devs take a lower than average pay with the promise of getting big royalty bonuses.
That must have worked well for Colonial Marines.
Yeah. Anyway, the whole thing, like, Randy's been raging about it on Twitter, of course.
Awesome.
Having coked up speed trips on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's partying in 2019.
But yeah,
being on coke and speed simultaneously.
The Randy saga continues to keep on giving. I picked the right time to create the parody.
You haven't watched that presentation?
No.
Okay, you gotta watch him walk onto stage and presenting me, the head of Gearbox. Like, that was it. And then he stands there like,
check it out, guys, I'm Randy.
And then I think somebody in the crowd booed or something, or there was a few people.
Hang that man!
He had like a ton of developers come up on stage like, these are the guys making the game. Like, basically saying, get mad at them, I'm not doing anything wrong. As like,
I'm working on my magic tricks.
As he like puts his hands down, they hit his pockets, and there's just a puff of white come out of them.
No, that's rock climbing powder.
There was no powder.
Oh,
but he was like, like, we gotta watch it after. It's incredible.
Give me a Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
Next up, in a weird coincidence, in quotations, both Kotaku and Polygon published nearly identical hit piece articles on Ronda Rousey.
Impossible.
Remember when we talked about her like months ago, how she was going to be the voice of Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat, and like
she's not very good at it.
She's not very good at it.
Oh, she did end up doing it.
She is doing it.
They killed her character, so she didn't do that much voice acting.
Are you being serious?
Like 100%.
So wait, they killed Sonya Blade?
Of course they did. They got to make room for the new.
Like, they were like, yeah, we'll have her voice act. They're like, oh my god, she's really bad. Kill her in Act 2. But yeah.
But that's not enough for Kotaku.
For Kotaku.
For Kotaku and Polygon. No, they're still upset that she's in the game. Not just from like the 6 months ago or whatever when they were upset before.
Because she won't fight boys.
Yeah. So
what? Because she won't fight boys. No, Chris, real story, please, idiot.
He's not wrong, actually.
I am being mean.
Yeah. So they frame their articles as if they're about to talk about how her performance was shit and stuff, which it is, but they don't go into that at all. It's just multi-paragraphs about how Ronda Rousey being in the game is bullshit because 7 years ago she said that she doesn't agree with trans men or trans women fighting in, like, men or women's leagues.
Because
of UFC.
Trans men are dominating.
Well, because a trans woman would have a huge advantage against...
Other women, yes.
Yeah, against biological women, I guess is how you'd put it.
Well,
because they've had their whole...
That's what it is, yeah.
Because they've gone through male pubescence.
Other women,
confusing.
like, you don't have to say biological women, just say other women.
Real women.
Right, well, no, because if they're a transgendered woman, it means they're identifying as a woman, so you just say other women. You don't have to put in biological women.
No, I do.
I'm
there's
specifying
woman,
as...
and then there's not woman, and that's what...
I'm specifying biological
Okay.
women because those are the people that were women at birth, went through female puberty, are women as adults. They went through the biological female process.
Okay.
What Kotaku and Polygon want is for people who were male at birth, male through pubescence, male as an adult, but then transition to female, having all the advantages of testosterone and male development, all up until that point, like those physical advantages, and then be like, no, I'm a woman now, we're going to fight on an even footing.
They just want to see men beat up women.
Yeah. Like, who's the real, like, sexist here?
Like, who doesn't want to watch that?
Like, what the fuck? Anyway, this is something that Ronda Rousey had mentioned almost a decade ago. Like, 7 years ago. She was like, yeah, no, I don't necessarily agree with mixing these pots because...
It's unfair for her to have to fight.
Like, of course she's not going to want to fight...
someone biological male.
Yeah, of course not. Why would she want that? But no, that's transphobic, and it's bullshit that she...
Cutting your penis off doesn't give you lady muscles.
Like, she could... Even if we all agreed that she was wrong in that assertion, I don't think she was, but even if we did, are you saying, which they are, that once you've transgressed, any involvement with you from that point on forever is off limits? You are not allowed to have a life, a career, anything. Like, anything you touch is now going to be subject to our outrage.
Yeah.
So why would anyone ever kowtow to these people or apologize or anything? Like,
you're going to be publicly disowned.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Like, so what's the point?
So stop saying sorry, Ubisoft.
Yeah. Like, if there's no...
That's where this is all going.
If there's no path to redemption, all you're doing is driving people further underground and against your wishes.
And by saying sorry, the people that were with you when you were standing against whatever nonsense this is, they're going to leave you too. You're just alone now. Yay! You pissed off both sides.
Anyway, I guess the reason I brought it up is because it was weirdly coincidental that both Kotaku and Polygon, it's like, oh no, there's no collusion here at all. They're not talking to each other and, like, arranging their hit pieces to...
It's the same article.
It was pretty much the exact same article from both. Anyway.
Well,
it's wording-wise as well.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just one dude that works for both.
What if one person on the one went to the other claiming plagiarism? How great would that be?
How dare! So...
We're not a sports podcast.
Not yet.
Miles.
I would really like that, but that's just me.
We're going to start the hockey corner?
Yeah.
I could talk about hockey forever, guys. The playoffs have been whack.
Some bullshit. Next news.
Yeah.
So that Sonic movie trailer dropped.
No, I saw it. My mom was so excited to show me, and I was like, oh my god.
And
did she like it?
Yes.
Okay.
So
well, she'll like it even more because they're fixing it.
Well, see, the reason that she likes it so much is because Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, no, Jim Carrey is Jim Carrey.
No, Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik.
No, but he's not acting as Dr. Robotnik. He's acting as Jim Carrey.
Yes, I know.
He's nothing like Dr. Robotnik, but Jim Carrey's good at being Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm excited to see this trash fire.
Because it's a Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah.
With CG furries.
Anyway.
And also, the guy that plays the human that helps him, that's the dude from, like, Smallville, right? That's the guy that plays Superman?
Yeah.
Right? Is he?
Right?
Maybe.
Isn't that same guy?
I feel like I recognized him.
I only watched the
have to go
trailer
check.
once.
I never watched Smallville.
So, the movie trailer dropped, and everyone was like, yo, what up with that Sonic design with that weirdly human teeth that he got and that, fursuit looking proportions and all that jazz. And, like, everybody was like,
This is not okay.
Oh, I was appalled.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not Sonic.
I threw up in
the
my
internet
mouth.
in unison was like, that ain't okay. What have you done to my boy?
My boy!
To such a degree that, yeah, the director of the film took to Twitter and, like, made no small bones about it. Was like, yeah, no, we are gonna fix it. It's
We're
happening.
just goofing. That's not actually what I was
So,
like.
part of me is upset that...
They didn't just keep it.
Well, the thing that I liked about it is that I don't like when outrage culture is able to make a difference. Like, fuck off. Nobody was outraged. Everybody was like, oh no, it's broken.
It wasn't outrage. It was like, oh god,
This is amazing.
yeah. I was excited.
I want to see the original.
Yeah, because of the trash fire.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think this is like the typical outrage culture.
No.
Because
There was no threats. There was no people being super angry.
There was that. But did I mention my theory to you? Which is that...
Theory?
Well, yeah, so my theory is that a fight was just lost and won at the same time. During the process of making this movie, I theorized that there was a lot of arguing over the design of Sonic, and like the director lost that fight.
And now he's like, oh, thank God everyone hates it. We can change it to what I want.
And I also think the reason why they're actually going ahead with changing it is because they already have a quote-unquote proper design ready to go.
Just gonna reshoot all the CG stuff. Or redo all the CG stuff.
But I imagine they actually have something in the works because, yeah, otherwise you don't just... Because they would have announced a delay at the same time, right?
Yeah, how many millions of dollars is it to re-render?
So I suspect
it was...
someone or multiple someones within the project knew that this was going to be the reaction and prepared an alternative because they lost a fight early on with like big director guys like, no, don't make it look like that game. We gotta make it look like modern whatever.
What are those weird people? Furries? Yeah, make them one of those.
Make them one of those. The furries, that's our target demographic. They're gonna love it.
That is the target. We have to watch the Sonic thing after this. Remember that. Miles has to see it.
Yeah, so you haven't seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
No, the
Sonic thing!
The Sonic thing!
Oh!
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, the Sonic
Okay, so
thing.
we gotta watch Rando, Pitchford.
And the Sonic thing.
And the Sonic thing. Do you still have a link to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I saved that shit.
Do we say what it is for the benefit of listeners?
Yes.
So, it is
We can post it in our comments. Or in our description.
Do I spoil it for Miles now what it is? Or do we...
Don't quote any of it. Just say what it is.
What it is. It is a real-time improvisational redubbing of all of the cutscenes from Sonic 06.
It's amazing. It is better. Like, I really liked the Dragon Ball Z dub stuff.
But that was all pre-written, pre-planned.
Yeah, this is a separate beast, and I feel like it is above and beyond.
This is a new art form.
Any bullshit I've ever seen. I hope they do more games.
Yeah. I will say, so we're going to watch some of it, because it does fall apart.
Kind of teeters off at the end.
They just...
There's still some good stuff at the end, but you gotta kind of...
They run out of runway.
They continue the same stuff.
Anyway, the Sonic story is not finished, actually. So they're going to change the design of Sonic.
Are they going to use Chad Man's redesign?
Hell yeah.
It's really good.
Anyway, so you know how I was given a bit of props to Jason Schreier a while ago for his good reporting? Well, he's showing his other side again, as per usual.
Jason Schreier.
So Jason Schreier of Kotaku and Brian Altano of IGN both decide to spurg out on Twitter and are like, oh, so it's okay when you guys get what you want, but when we talk about the ableism of Sekiro, it's a big problem. So they've been spouting off on Twitter about how, like, it's bad that the fans are getting what they want because double standard or something or other.
That's not what this is. This wasn't...
And they specifically tried to throw in people's faces like, oh, so whatever happened to, like, respecting the creator's vision? And then the original designer of Sonic... Yuji Naka came out on Twitter and was like, thank you for changing the design. I really didn't like it. Yeah. It's like, talking about respecting the creator's vision. How
also,
about that?
like, along with this...
Bam, in your face.
I have lost my train of thought already.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
God, you're stupid in the morning.
I don't know what it is. It's not the same as the whole Sekiro thing. This is something that hasn't even been released yet. And it's, Sure, they could not change Sonic and the sales will fucking bomb. Or they can change it and it will do good. Sekiro isn't affected by your need for an easier game.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's not the same thing at all.
Video game. Movie. Music video.
Battlestar Galactica. Next news. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't know too much about it.
I want to go deep into it.
Maybe if you know more about it.
Is it the anti-cheat thing?
Nope.
Okay.
I had that in and then I took it out because it seems like it's a flip-flopping story. Like confirmed, unconfirmed, confirmed, unconfirmed.
I will talk about my problem with it and then we'll go on.
Okay. So we can do that last.
Yeah.
Next thing I had though was that seemingly just like every other company these days, after they have a bit of controversy one way and then they release...
Don't tell me they're changing Sonic.
NetherRealm Studios.
Oh no.
Now the story is they too have a toxic work environment with awful crunch and sexism and...
That's a weird coincidence. They're the opposite of sexism.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking game.
But also it's
Hashtag tits for Mortal Kombat.
But also like... Surprise!
Uncover the beauty.
Yeah.
Yes. Surprise! Another game studio that supposedly has horrible working conditions doesn't surprise me at all.
Based on poor sales of a game.
Sure. But it's like... I guess the other side of that is...
Or just the game.
How do you feel, Ed Boon, now that you kowtowed to these people and they still threw you under the bus?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, Ed Boon, you fucking nozzle. Oh my god. Everything he said prior to the release of Mortal Kombat made me like, you are just the biggest idiot.
Biggest cock.
Yeah, and then after he did his 166 answers, and 40 of them were just actually incorrect, I don't think he knew this game was happening. I don't think he played this game at all. And then, pandered and catered to, and then gets shit on by that group.
Yeah. So on top of never...
Does that happen with Battlefield 5?
On top of never apologize to these people because they'll never let it go, never, try and be on their side in the first place because they will not hesitate to burn you.
I like how you say these people.
These people.
You're talking about me. I'm these people.
Yeah, because I was pointing at him when I did it.
Miles likes Black Panther.
No.
He likes Captain Marvel.
Bad dog.
Sit.
Anyway, that's all I had on NetherRealm. I don't know the details of it, but...
Ed Boon.
I wasn't surprised to see it because it's of course, another game studio with crunch because they all do. Don't be daft, you idiots. I'm not saying crunch is good, but let's be realistic here. It's everywhere. So, complaining about one studio or another isn't going to change anything. But also, congratulations, Ed Boon. You played yourself.
There's different types of crunch.
Yeah.
There's, plastic crackling, and there's, whiffers.
Okay.
And those are okay.
Next news, which is kind of exciting.
Hit me.
Some details have supposedly leaked for Assassin's Creed Ragnarok.
No one cares.
Is the name floating around. I do.
I do.
But can I play as a female?
Big titty Amazon Viking.
Let's see. I'm gonna go over the points here. Main character.
Is this leaked stuff or
supposedly leaked?
Okay.
Big.
Main character is an ally of
Amazon titties.
Main character.
Titties!
Okay, next story.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
God damn it.
Is Thor the main character?
Main character is an ally of Ragnar Lodbrok and aids in the formation of the Great Heathen Army. I guess he's a historical figure.
Say that name again.
Ragnar Lodbrok. The map is split into several kingdoms encompassing all of Great Britain, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland.
Oh, it's going to be too big again.
Kingdoms are split into regions that can hold settlements. Settlements have some customization and in-game economy systems.
Oh no.
Large-scale conquest battles return and can be used to weaken enemy holds on regions and parts of the story.
This game's going to run at 20 FPS.
Player does become an assassin and use hidden blades. The first Civilization lore is a bit less than Odyssey. There is a vault apparently in the game where you can find Mjolnir, the hammer.
Mjolnir.
The game is developed primarily by Ubisoft Montreal.
They did
most of the Assassin's Creed games, I guess.
Okay.
This is co-op is returning to the series and can be used in most side quests and world exploration. RPG mechanics, eagle, and ship combat are all returning. Ship combat is toned down to focus more on exploration. Game is more focused on exploration, removing question marks on the map and making players want to explore locations with better loot.
That's why we played the first one.
Larger emphasis on build and armor usage, and player has the ability to change outfits on the fly. which can speed up or slow down notoriety buildup in different kingdoms and stop sheriffs coming after you.
Yikes, I won't do that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
find a
keep the same
transmog
thing.
that I like, yeah.
I imagine they'll let you choose male or female. I think that's a precedent they set with Odyssey, though.
And co-op.
Yeah.
Mm. To what degree, we don't know, but still.
Well, it sounds like, no, not story missions, but...
Like Far Cry 4. Which means the Assassin's Creed after this will be like Far Cry 5 and be the good
Yay!
co-op.
But
Remember when Unity was like co-op, and then they just shit the bed?
I never played Unity.
I left a bad review on Unity on PC, and somebody commented
just to
on my
offset
profile.
the positive review bombing?
Yeah, because it's not a good game. Somebody left a review, or a comment on my page saying like, oh, I love reporting people for bad reviews, so I sent them a message saying they were just a cunt. Steam hasn't done anything yet, so we're doing pretty good so far.
The line is not calling someone.
I forgot to ask.
No, that's okay.
I forgot to ask how many subreddits were you banned from over the last week?
A few. I just can't see subreddits anymore.
Yeah, because they're all gone.
Just, like, Reddit's a very quiet place.
So
lately.
Thanos was collecting the Infinity Stones. He's collecting Reddit bans.
Yeah.
Too bad you couldn't actually just like look at a list of your banned subreddits, like as a trophy case.
I did look for a website that displays that stuff, but there's like shadow bans and there's actual bans, and nothing seems to break it down very well. But yeah, no, I was subscribed to like 400 and some subreddits. I unsubscribed from about 50, but I can only see around 200 now.
My God.
So it's been a lot. It's been good.
Has this just been the past week?
Well, since the beginning of the year, I'd say.
Okay.
Because I've just stopped giving a shit. I have so many negative votes lately, it's amazing.
So your karma is negative then?
Right. It can't go below a certain amount per comment. You can go up infinitely, but you can't go down a certain amount.
Like negative 50, that's the limit?
Yeah, well, it'll be like per comment, it's like only 10 of your votes count towards your overall
So yeah,
thing.
you can be like negative 200, but you're not going to get a negative 200 deduction to your karma.
Yeah.
It's a rigged system.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Next news.
Hit me.
Halo Master Chief Collection will carry progression from the Xbox One version to the PC version.
Cool.
That's cool. Next news.
No cross-purchase or anything like that.
Not that we know of yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to buy it on Steam.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, you'd only get that
cross
cross-purchase if it was Windows Store, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And the last news I had was our buddy old pals at Waypoint.
Oh.
You know, the other side of the coin of Kotaku and Polygon. They've been absorbed into the larger Vice website that kind of owns them in the first place. But,
good stuff.
So Waypoint was left as an autonomous branch of Vice. Like, they could kind of manage themselves, and they didn't have...
Unguided, weaponized autism.
That's the words. But apparently they've been doing so well, it's required of them and Vice's other branches, actually, to all be absorbed into the motherland.
Weaponized on.
Yeah.
God.
Well, so yeah,
I just can't with you.
Vice is going through some
changes.
Autistic denuclearization.
Yeah.
Okay, stop.
They're letting some people go?
Presumably they will be. Because
okay.
So they are bringing all of their branches into the main fold at this point.
Let them go.
They're gonna kill them.
So don't be surprised to see fewer Waypoint articles and some departures.
That'd be a shame.
Yeah.
And that people should never be fired for their opinions on anything.
But they shouldn't be hired for them either.
Exactly.
They never should have had the job. Anyway.
Well, you know what? They'll probably all learn to code.
Oh, you just got banned from Twitter.
There we go.
Fuck.
If you put hashtag learn to code, do you still get banned?
I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Okay. I'm obviously not as deep into Twitter as you guys are, apparently, but why?
Okay.
Start from the coal miners.
Yeah, so,
bunch of coal miners got laid off.
Yeah, they got laid off, and the rhetoric was like, oh, Trump's gonna bring back the coal mines to give people their jobs again. And your left media was like, well, we shouldn't be looking to give people their jobs back. These people should be learning to code. That's the future. Like, just go learn to code. Now...
Like, that was it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then this year came around, and so we've been having so many sites have like so many layoffs and shutdowns and stuff
because
like that.
People are being hired for their opinions and their diversity, not for their talent.
And the venture capital money runs out, and it turns out it's like, yeah, no, we're not going to invest in this anymore because you're just bleeding us viewers and money.
Your opinions are stupid and scaring people away.
Yeah. So all these sites are shutting down and like dropping people or cutting back and all this stuff. So of course, right-wing media and commenters are like, "Oh, guys, just learn to code,"
and they're all getting banned.
And of course, all of these people without jobs now are like, "Is that a personal attack? Twitter! I can't!
Daddy Twitter beat them for me."
Yeah, so. And of course Twitter doesn't hesitate. They're like, "Yeah, no, we got you.
Is that person white? Ban him.
Get him out of here."
Smell
Get
you
him
later,
out of here.
people.
Smell you later, nerd.
So I guess last news is, Easy Anti-Cheat. What do you know about it?
Epic purchased
Easy Anti-Cheat.
all of Easy Anti-Cheat.
And this was like in October.
Yeah, so because Fortnite was using Easy Anti-Cheat primarily, and now it's like they've bolstered it, given it a ton of money, and now they have it. And they are...
So there are 0 hackers in Fortnite now. I can play the game.
Oh, totally.
So,
yes.
all of that bullshit aside, because Easy Anti-Cheat's good, but it is... Epic Game Store seems to hate Linux, and...
Well, they don't support it in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form. And Tim Sweeney himself seems to have something against Linux.
Yeah, because they don't want people to be free on the internet. They want everything to be locked into their way of doing things.
Weird for a guy who like decries Steam's monopoly so much. Monopoly.
Yeah, so they said up to this point they have no plans to... Are they going to slow down support for Easy Anti-Cheat on Linux? And they're like, we're going to release a roadmap for the support for it going forward. They've released multiple roadmaps for the Epic Game Store and have failed to meet 90% of their release stuff. Yeah. They said they were going to have stuff by March, and they still don't have those features in the Epic Game Store because they have too much money.
I know the worry lately to coincide with this was that it was a targeted attack at Steam's Proton program.
Yeah.
Which is, if you haven't heard of this, Miles, Proton is
fucking incredible.
Like a wrapper that Steam has been working, or Valve has been working on to make it so that devs don't have to do any work, and Steam will just make your game work on Linux.
And so that's to coincide with their other 2 pillars that they're working on: Linux support, massive server structures, and incredible anti-cheat systems.
And so that's
going to be.
So Proton
of games.
Proton to date has something like, I think they were saying like more than 50% of Steam games like work at like more or less like perfectly acceptable rates on Linux with minimal or no effort from the developers at all.
Yeah.
And many of these companies rely on Easy Anti-Cheat. And the worry is that if Epic is going to stop any kind of... Because it wasn't just that they were going to not support Linux, it's that they were going to cease support for Linux.
Temporarily.
Right? So Easy Anti-Cheat just won't work on Linux, right?
It won't get updated so as new hacks and...
Yeah, exactly. So suddenly it's not going to be relevant anymore for Linux. So suddenly that's going to mean all of these games, because whenever there's a Linux version of the game, like they treat it like as if it's just a Windows version of the game as far as multiplayer goes. They all interact together.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have Linux players with an outdated version of Easy Anti-Cheat, they're going to be playing against Windows users using hacks and mods.
As far as I'm aware of what's going to... Like, if your anti-cheat doesn't update, you can't get into the game.
Exactly.
Well.
Oh, yes.
In order to avoid that situation where Linux users would be having all these hacks and mods...
No more Linux users.
No more Linux users.
Now, and I do have my problems with the Linux fan base.
Of course.
Because they're fucking
insufferable
assholes. Yeah. But they don't deserve this.
They don't deserve this.
No.
Now, the reason I didn't include this in news is because I guess Epic's been backpedaling today, saying like, no, like it's like super temporary. We're gonna fix it.
There's a roadmap.
But since when has anything they ever said been?
Tim Sweeney's lied about more things than he's been honest about this year. Like flat out lied.
Yeah, he's almost as prolific with lying as Randy Pitchford.
Yeah, he doesn't sound. Randy Pitchford sounds like a psycho. Tim Sweeney's pathological.
Tim Sweeney veils it in making it sound like he knows what he's talking about half the time.
Yeah.
He's just full of shit, but Randy is at least autistic enough to...
He's full of rich shit. He's so money. I can't believe how rich.
He's so big.
Tim Sweeney just bought Psyonix.
He has big cash!
Like, in him.
Much magic.
Yeah.
Big cash.
Big
He
money.
eats gold and shits gold.
Bathtubs of Reese peanut butters.
Gold peanut butters.
Gold peanut butters.
Yeah, Tim Sweeney's crazy rich.
You can email us at justkindaloafin@gmail.com.
Hit us up.
Hit me in the club.
Tell us your opinions on Tim Sweeney.
Send all your hate
we'll
speech
relay
there.
that. Yeah, send all of your hate speech to us specifically, so that we can get hate speeched on.
If you got
this week, I'm identifying as a black woman, so specifically hate speech towards that would be nice.
If you got any questions for your boy Rando Pitchfork, don't hesitate to hit him up at Duval Sorcery.
Duval Sorcery.
Sorcery is superior to magic.
Fact.
So join the growing army of sorcerers.
So Muggle is non-magic folk. What's non-sorcerer folk?
Suggle.
Suggle. That sounds really bad. That sounds like a bad cereal.
Snuggle.
Snuggle. You fucking snuggle.
Or should it be a shuggle?
You fucking shuggle. Yeah, shuggle it is. Is that a bad term in any culture?
Probably.
Okay,
that's
we'll find out when we offend somebody with it.
Yeah. I don't know, Muggle seems pretty
You
offensive.
fucking muggle.
I have to keep using Muggle now that I found out that Randy actually says it.
Yeah.
Like, that just makes it better. I swear, I am writing his own past
He is
as his
a
future.
rooster illusion of what you're writing.
I am a rooster illusion of his former self.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We've gone too deep.
We've gone too far!
We need to rewind. Remember when we decided to sit down and start a podcast? And we were like, we're not going to touch political views at all.
Whatever, dude.
And I haven't adhered to that rule at all in the past 15 podcasts.
Whatever, dude. It's 2019. We're on BitChute.
I'm a black woman.
That's going to do it for podcast Smooth Buttholes.
Nice.